No more. It's joining and welcome to the Ultimate Karen Posts, where we check out some situations by Karens. You know the ones. Me and this little old Mexican lady were talking in Spanish. This old white woman in a wheelchair said, "We're in America. Why don't you speak English?" And this little Mexican lady told her, "You have legs, why don't you walk?" I nearly died. I gave her free coffee.
No more YouTube, you wouldn't believe what you just missed on stream.
True.
Come join us on Twitch at twitch.tv/joinen but on Twitch.
Yes, we just did Apple ASMR. Anyway, that's definitely gonna turn off more than half of you from actually joining the stream. Yeah, it is a very that happened kind of story, isn't it? It kind of feels like there should be and then everyone clapped at the end of it. But maybe it's true. It's kind of funny though, right? Like, yes, American. Everybody has always spoken English in America for as long as history has been around. No one ever spoken another country. You get language. What am I saying? Another language. Yep, that's the truth. Only English. What was that mess of words? Oh gosh, I don't know. The I ain't wearing no mask in your business starter pack. I feel like I'm too Australian to get this one, but I can imagine it. I can imagine. We have names for toxic people, Karen, Kyle, etc. This is a petition to make Steve the official name for wholesome people. That's true. Steves do be pretty wholesome. Has there ever been an unwholesome Steve in the history of history? Steve Jobs? I guess he wasn't wholesome, was he? Apparently it was quite a mean one. Dear every cashier in America, the proper response to thank you is you're welcome, not no problem, and you're supposed to thank me. What? I don't even understand what this person's saying. Dear every cashier. Okay, so this person is the customer. He's saying they're supposed to thank him, and the proper response to thank you is you're welcome, not no problem? Why? Millennials are so entitled. Right, okay. Actually, the you're welcome / no problem issue is simply a linguistics misunderstanding. Okay. Older people tend to say you're welcome. Younger people tend to say no problem. Right. This is because for older people, the act of helping or assisting someone is seen as a task that is not expected of them. So you say you're welcome, but is them doing extra. So it's saying, I accept your thanks because I know I deserve it. I'm trying to follow. I'm trying my hardest to follow what's going on here. No problem, however, is used because young people feel not only that helping or assisting someone is given and expected, but also that it should be stressed that your need for help was no burden to them, even if it was. What? Basically, older people think help is a gift you give. Younger people think help is an expectation required of them. Are we looking into this a little bit too much? I kind of just feel like you're welcome and no problem are just interchangeable. I feel like maybe you can just say both and we can move on a little bit. Me who says of course or anytime. I'm so confused what the take here even is. Someone's trying to say that the cashier should be thanking... Okay, first dude, I think first dude was the Karen, first of all. I think he was trying to say, you should be thanking me as the cashier, which just seems weird. Why would the cashier thank the customer? I think every time I walk away from a cashier, I just say thanks a lot. I'm not gonna be offended if they say no problem or you're welcome. Or if they just say thank you. I don't think about it. I don't think about it. I feel like no problem is just casual, you're welcome. That's what I'm thinking. I see it like this. I say thank you, Jordan, for streaming. And you say, no, thank you for being here. Instead of you're welcome, I guess. Right. Okay. I'm just confused. The comment just pointed out that older people are entitled. Okay, thank you. We can move on.
Medical condition.
You need a mask, ma'am.
No, I don't need a mask.
You need a mask, ma'am.
No, I don't need a mask. I have a medical condition that prevents me from wearing a mask. I have a doctor's note that says I have a medical condition.
Where is it?
I don't have to provide it to you. The law says that people with disabilities are protected. By the law, you do not have to reveal what your disability is.
That was scary. I feel like at a certain point, if that's happening, you can be like, okay, fine, but I'm gonna ask you to leave simply because of how you're acting now. Like, because if someone was acting like that about anything inside a store, you'd probably ask them to leave regardless. Me, a 16-year-old unvaccinated kid. My mum, who thought I would die. My dad, who secretly vaccinated me. This one's like weirdly wholesome. It's like the most wholesome meme you could have about a slightly messed up situation. Pecky. Levels up to 36. Karen, who evolves into Susan. Trade holding manager card. Dang, the ultimate trio. Pecky, Karen, and Susan. Welcome to Chernobyl. Before we continue, please put on your masks. These two. Nope. I'm good, thanks. She called the police because we didn't have nacho fries.
You just cussed the whole night around.
Is that how you talk to a 16-year-old? Is it really? Is it really? How old are you? Does she talk to you like that?
Don't address my daughter. Don't address my daughter.
They're like, go to the daughter. Did she talk to you like that? And the daughter's like, I just want my Taco Bell. Don't bring me into the middle of this. She's on the phone to the police because she's like, and they're not doing their job. Oh. Whoa, that's bad. That's an absolute classic though as well. All the mask stuff, like you got to get through a lot of mask ones, which are fine, but they get a little bit old. It's good to see some good old fashioned Karenage out there in the world. Getting on the phone to the police because they don't have nacho fries. And frankly, they should do better. I love the look on the daughter's face.
Does she talk to you like that?
Don't address my daughter. Don't address my daughter.
Don't address my daughter. She will be on your side about this. She's a lot more reasonable than I am. Woman sues 12-year-old cyclist because her car got scratched when she hit him. Karen, 100. What am I looking at? This seems like the jankiest, MS Paint made post that I've ever seen. Someone just wrote this out in Arial black. And then what is this photo? She is in a car and she hit a kid on the bicycle. Is this him and that's her? It doesn't even seem like the photo is actually related to what the title is. I'm not necessarily doubting that the story didn't happen. I'm struggling to believe it. Based on this image in front of me. Oh, it's real? Woman sues 12-year-old on a bike she hit with a car because it got scratched. Oh my God. And that's the actual photo. A Russian former road safety official has successfully sued a 12-year-old cyclist she hit with her car after his bike scratched a vehicle. How on earth does that happen? Ordered to pay more than £1,300 in damages. What? There she is, arguing her case. But you see, I understand. I hit him with my car. But successfully sued. Nevertheless, the Kolsky's District local court sided with that person in the civil case, thereby ordering the boy's family to pay her 120,000 rubles. I don't know what the currency is in damages. Following the ruling, his family reportedly planned to appeal the court's decision. Yeah. However, there's been no further updates regarding their progress. The former road safety official hasn't commented publicly on the case yet. What? That is maybe the ultimate Karen move, the biggest Karen move maybe ever to be pulled. I want to speak to your manager. Oh, you absolute fool. I am the manager. Yes, you have activated my trap card. Classic. Mortal Karen, choose your fighter. Susan is gossipy and addicted to wine. Karen summons the manager. Brenda watches Grey's Anatomy and believes she's a medical expert. That hair's photoshopped. Look, I'm a hater saying it's photoshopped. I guess I should stop making calls like this because I was wrong last time. But there's no way that hair is real. Dang, if that hair is possible in real life, sign me up. All right, we've got a Google review. Disgraceful attitude to customer service. Wasted hours of time and ended up costing us more than the lights were worth in the first place. We'll never shop here again. Response from the owner. Please be truthful when writing your reviews. You purchased 2 LED oysters from us. You called to advise they were both faulty, and your 2 electricians that were apparently on site had spent 1 hour trying with hammers and screwdrivers to separate the base and cover. You said the oysters were faulty, and we asked you to bring them in for us to check, and if need be, to replace. Upon your return to the store, I removed the items from the box, and in 30 seconds had separated the base and cover. We cannot be blamed if your 2 electricians, apparently on site, could not work out how to install these fittings. If it had cost you more financially because of the electricians you chose to use, then you should leave them a 1-star Google review for incompetence. We also asked you twice to provide your 2 electricians' details so we could help them, but you refused to supply that information. Yeah, let's be real here. There were no electricians. There was just Karen, who could not figure it out. What are LED oysters? So I imagine it's like a little thing, like a little, a light thing. Please, it's just a light. It's just a thing to go in your light. Had a boomer in front of me at the Dairy Queen. She insisted she was a Blizzard expert, and there was simply not enough chocolate pieces in a Blizzard, and she wanted to complain to whoever is in charge. She's going on and on with this teenager. The teenager is calmly explaining they make them all the same, etc., etc., procedure, etc., etc. This woman is now yelling at the teen. So I walk past the woman and put money in the teen's tip jar. Haven't even gotten ice cream yet. Woman looks at me, turns back and yells some more with the teen. I put more money in the tip jar. The teen smiles at me. The woman can't think of what to say to me and stops yelling because I'm looking at her dead in the eye like, ATM is over there. I can go all night. The more you yell at her, the more money she makes. Aggressive generosity to combat boomer selfishness is so punk. That is so punk rock. Eventually, after hours and hours of tipping, the Karen could do nothing but concede and simply slow clap. You've outdone me today. Everybody in the store simultaneously erupts in applause. The Karen opens up her wallet and gives me all of the money I spent putting money in the tip jar. Hush, 2 stars. You won't believe this. I purchased 2 Hush blankets for my mum and for myself. I paid over $600 for the blankets. Love the product. I'm so happy with the purchase, but that's not all of it. Reason for the 2-star review? I was downtown Toronto yesterday, and I kid you not, there was a homeless couple sleeping under a Hush. They also had pillows and a cool new eye mask. So I asked them, hey, how did you get that? They responded, some guy comes on a truck to drop them off. And we took one. I guess I'm just mad because I worked so hard to buy the Hush while they just giving them out for free. That's all. Still a good product, I guess. Not happy I paid for it. Simple solution. Become homeless. Easy trade-off there. Homelessness. Free Hush, if that's what you want. Yeah, so I went to McDonald's the other day and I bought a Big Mac. Usually I like Big Macs. Usually I think they're all right. But I came outside and I couldn't help but notice there was a homeless person there outside and someone gave them a Big Mac. Like, I don't know. I guess the Big Mac is kind of fine, but I guess I'm just a little bit upset that they got their Big Mac for free and I had to pay for mine. Like, where is the fairness in the world? Not at McDonald's. That's totally a clip to take severely out of context. Hey girlie, I've been following your profile for a while, and I must say, you are gorgeous. One girl to another though. Some of the selfies you've posted are looking kind of different from the others. All that food you post looks tasty AF, but not so tasty on the hips. I can help you shed those extra 5 to 10 pounds and get you beach ready. This is like straight up that scene from Napoleon Dynamite where Uncle Rico's like, he gives out the little flyer. Help me help you. What? It happens to the best of us. Jeez. What? Please circle where I need to lose weight. You do mine and I'll do yours. That is a power move. Wow, rude. I thought I'd message you to help, but you're just a turdy lame-o. I'm a busy mum. I don't have time to live at the gym like you. What? You don't have time to live at the gym, but you've got time to message women on Instagram about the couple of extra pounds they have on their hips that you can help them lose. What kind of person are you? If not Possibly just the worst kind. This is the from one girl to another equivalent of a nice guy's situation. Oh, good. A current affair. Current affair. Home of the Karen. Really. Current affair is made for this.
To the Airbnb guest who loved her stay so much, she's squatting. The frustrated landlord's locked out and the tenants hired a security guard.
You are on the property. Get off it.
I'm on the footpath.
This is so classic a current affair. Get off my property. I'm on the footpath. Just a current affair. Aggressively trying to film people. Get away from me. You're filming me. I'm on private property. Oh no, the law says that I'm allowed to film you if I'm not actually technically on your property.
It's a lovely beachside Airbnb.
Yep.
And she just doesn't want to leave.
You have no right to...
Robin, do you think we could talk about why you want to stay here?
So Robin became Australia's very first Airbnb tenant to hire a security guard.
Oh,
Any
dang.
Airbnbs, security jobs like this? Yeah, I'm laughing too, because it's just in the bazaar book for me.
This guy's just like, I don't want to be here. I'm getting paid. Yeah, I don't need an interview. I understand she's crazy, but I don't know. She's paying me. Karen makes an Airbnb rental her own home and won't leave. I'm so confused. What is actually the situation? She makes an Airbnb rental her own home. Oh, okay. She went into an Airbnb and now she just will not leave. She's like, well, I'm here now. What are you gonna do?
But it gets even crazier. She's brought in her own furniture and even put up a flagpole.
Who rents an Airbnb and puts a flagpole up?
I thought it was pretty strange, so I asked them about it and asked if they could take it down. And they said there's no specific rules that say I cannot mount a flagpole in the front yard.
Chris lives here.
Well, she's probably not wrong. Airbnb needs to update their terms of service. Specifically, section 33C. Tenant must not mount flagpole in front yard.
But a year ago, purchased a second property on nearby Fisherman's Beach, north of Newcastle. Then he listed it on Airbnb.
Well, I've been doing Airbnb now for about 2.5 years for this property, and I've recently started another property over in Fisherman's Bay. And until now, it's been great. I've had over 100 guests, maybe 200, and never had any.
Until now, until this woman decided she lives there permanently.
Robin, would you like to come down and we'll have a word and see what the problem is?
She decided she really liked the place, so she asked if she could do a longer stay. So I said, yes, that's all right.
But then Chris says his tenants started, well, decorating.
She started doing things like hoarding furniture as well too around the house. I knew she was smoking inside and things like that. And I was getting lots of complaints from the neighbours as well too. They were lighting fires in the backyard to cook their food and just planting trees in strange areas, like in the park next door.
Planting trees in the park next door?
This, the flagpole. And tenant Robin loves flying a flag from time to time.
Was it a McDonald's flag?
Robin and her boyfriend.
Where do you even get a McDonald's flag? This woman is filming a YouTube video for sure, 100% guaranteed. You know, I forget who did it. Someone made a video where they like went through London and they broke all the weirdest laws. This person's just like reading through the Airbnb laws and they're like, what's the weirdest things I can do that are still within the rules of Airbnb? Just for the sake of it. Danny Gonzalez video, turning an Airbnb into my house. Hey, Greg. Today we're going to be hoarding some furniture in an Airbnb and mounting a flagpole in the front yard. Anyway, I don't know. Follow me on Twitch. We film these live and get some of the Nug Thug merch or the Lemon Carbon merch and subscribe to my main channel. It's linked down below. See you guys soon.